Tale of the Nine-Tailed tells the story of Lee Yeon, a nine-tailed fox, Gumiho, who once served as the guardian of the mountains and forests. Lee Yeon is immortal, possessing great supernatural powers, including the ability to shapeshift, control mystical energy, and fight spirits. Despite his powers, he carries the weight of centuries of loss and regret, particularly the death of Reum, his first love, whose life was taken by supernatural forces long ago. The memory of Reum continues to haunt Lee Yeon, shaping his interactions with the human world and other supernatural beings. In modern Seoul, Lee Yeon lives in relative solitude, quietly protecting humans from vengeful spirits and rogue supernatural creatures. During this time, Nam Gr, a television producer investigating unusual phenomena related to myths and legends, begins to uncover incidents linked to Lee Yeon. Through her investigation, she encounters him repeatedly, and an unexplainable connection begins to develop between them. It becomes evident that Gr is connected to Lee Yeon in ways that transcend the present. She is the reincarnation of Reum, though she initially has no memory of her past life. As Gr learns about the supernatural world, she becomes involved in the ongoing conflicts between humans and mystical beings. Lee Yeon, while protective of her, struggles with his emotions, fearing the possibility of losing her again. The story also explores the dynamic between Lee Yeon and his half-brother, Lee Rang. Rang harbors deep resentment and jealousy toward Yeon because of perceived favoritism and past grievances. He acts unpredictably, sometimes causing harm or chaos, while seeking acknowledgement and love from his brother. Their relationship drives much of the tension in the story, highlighting the complexities of family, rivalry, and reconciliation. Throughout the series, Lee Yeon and Gr confront various supernatural threats, including vengeful spirits, cursed objects, and malevolent creatures. These encounters are often dangerous and require both of them to work together. Gr gradually remembers her past as Reum, and her memories help Lee Yeon understand the full context of their shared history. The story reveals that the spirit responsible for Reum's death centuries ago is still at large, orchestrating events that threaten both the human and supernatural worlds. As the narrative progresses, Lee Rang's inner conflict becomes more apparent. He struggles between his resentment toward Lee Yeon and his underlying desire for connection and approval. While initially acting against his brother, Rang eventually begins to understand the consequences of his actions and the motivations behind Yeon's choices. The climax of the story occurs when Lee Yeon confronts the main antagonist, the powerful supernatural entity responsible for Reum's death and the ongoing chaos in Seoul. With Gr's assistance, and after overcoming numerous obstacles and threats, Lee Yeon engages in a decisive battle. Lee Rang ultimately sacrifices himself to protect both Lee Yeon and Gr, demonstrating a resolution to his jealousy and a recognition of his brother's love and loyalty. Following the defeat of the antagonist, balance is restored between the human world and the supernatural realm. Lee Yeon reconciles with the pain of his past, and he and Gr embrace their love in the present. Their relationship represents the culmination of centuries of longing and loss, finally fulfilled in the modern world. The series concludes with Lee Yeon continuing his role as a guardian, remaining vigilant against threats while living with a sense of closure regarding his past, and the remaining characters finding resolution in their personal journeys. The story of Tale of the Nine-Tailed weaves together themes of love, fate, family, and the intersection between the mortal and supernatural worlds. It follows Lee Yeon's journey to reconcile past regrets, protect the present, and navigate the complex relationships between humans, spirits, and family, ultimately concluding with resolution and restored balance.